evening, YouTube. You guys are watching another segment of the TCaliEffect, King of Games. And today, we are going to be watching a matchup of epic proportion, ladies and gentlemen. I know I say it every single time, but Battle of the Gods is something that we all look for. Today, we're going to be watching the best rescue deck. Which one was it? Was it Synchro Cat using Rescue Cat, or was it Dino Rabbit using Rescue Rabbit? And in both of these, both dominant decks, I'm going to be going ahead and starting off first with the Synchro Cat plays. I'm going to set one card face down and one monster in defense position with the infamous T-Set. TJ better watch out, or he just might get scraped. Now TJ is going to go ahead and start off his play by going ahead and normal summoning Rescue Rabbit to his side of the field, using its ability to banish itself to special summon two copies of a normal monster to his side of the field. He's going to take advantage of that, being able to probably special summon Kabazulis. I can probably not say this card's name right, but I'm going to say it how it is. I think its name is Kabazulis, Kabazuls. Whatever it wants to be. I'm actually have a response to both Kabazul's summon, and it's a torrential tribute, but even more importantly, I torrential tribute a Sangan, meaning I can add one monster with 1500 attack or less from my deck to my hand. For the people that don't know how Battle of the Gods works, we are playing 2008 Synchro Cat versus 2011 Dino Rabbit, so picture these decks in the respective formats, ladies and gentlemen, duking it out. That is right. And after game 3, we do something called Mega Evolve, meaning that these decks will get upgraded to the current format and they get to bout it out against each other. I'm going to start off by activating Cold Wave, one of the most pivotal cards for the Synchro Cat strategy. Why? Because this deck can possibly OTK if left unchecked. What Cold Wave does is neither players can activate or set spell or trap cards for the duration of the until the end of the next turn. My apologies. It can only be activated at the start of the main phase 1, so you guys can see why it's still on the forbidden list to this day. I'm then going to normal summon Summoner Monk, using its ability to pitch a spell card from my hand to the graveyard to special summon another copy of Summoner Monk to my side of the field. Summoner Monk is a really powerful card. Not only does it switch itself to defense position when it is summoned, it allows you to summon a level 4 monster from your deck to your side of the field, which is probably why Rescue Rabbit has that restriction. I'm going to go ahead and special summon Rescue Cat from my deck to my side of the field, and then use its ability special summoning 2 level 3 or lower beast monsters to my side of the field. That monster just happens to be X-Saber Arabellum. Now, I could swing for some mad damage, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Arabellums is 3,200, but even more importantly, TJ would lose a significant amount of cards from his hand to the graveyard, because once X-Saber Arabellum inflicts direct damage to my opponent, I can discard one card from his hand. But no, I have a better idea. I'm going to use the Arabellum and a Summoner Monk for 2 Synchro summons, not but to 1. Into 2 Dark Strike Fighters. You guys have not seen this before if you have not played in Synchro Cat format. I'm going to tag with both Dark Strike Fighters and then tribute them for exact 8,000 life points. That is insane, ladies and gentlemen. That is how Synchro Cat works. You Cold Wave, Giant Trunade, or Heavy Storm your opponent, and then you follow it up with game with your Dark Strike Fighters. This time around, TJ is going to be able to go first, mainly because he lost that duel, gets scraped, rickety wrecked into his life points. He's going to use Gold Sarcophagus to banish Rescue Rabbit from his deck. Now, I know that the field zones are a little crooked. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We just got our new equipment, so we have an entirely new setup. This won't even matter, but I know you guys will still enjoy this game. He's then going to follow up by normal summoning Tour Guide from the Underworld, special summoning a Sangan from his deck to his side of the field. And if you guys did not know, we are using, that is right, the pre-erratum effect, so Rescue Cat monsters can still activate and resolve their effects. Sangan will search the monster immediately, and it can be used in this exact same turn. So for the people that didn't know that there were pre-erratums to these cards, we are using the current format at its best. So yes, we would be doing pre-erratum as well. He's going to set 2 cards face down and then pass his turn. A very interesting move, because DJ could have made Leviair the Sea Dragon to special summon his Rescue Rabbit and then followed up with an Evil Sword Dolka. So I'm kind of interested in see why he decided to go very passive-aggressive. Maybe because he knows that Synchro Cat had no hand traps. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Why Dino Rabbit had access to Maxi, Synchro Cat really didn't have any of that advantage. I'm going to set not only a T-set, but a triple set. Oh my god, last time we see the T-set, Synchro Cat round up scraping Dino Rabbit. So this could be an opportunity for Synchro Cat to take another quick scrape of Dino Rabbit. Which one of these cute kitties are your favorite, or these cute rescue monsters or your favorite? Let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think is your favorite furry? Now, I hope I didn't say that wrong, because furry almost feels like a bad word nowadays, but you guys know exactly what I am talking about. Kind of wondering how I'm allowed to like talk throughout this entire video and do it correctly, but who cares, ladies and gentlemen. TJ is going to think about his play. I think he's gonna normal summon another monster to his side of the field. This monster just happens to be his second copy of Tour Guide from the Underworld, using its ability to special summon possibly a level 3 Fiend monster, but I can only assume that it's another copy of Tour Guide from the Underworld from his deck to his side of the field. It's gonna be really awesome to see him follow up with those plays. See exactly what he can do to advance his game state. He's then gonna make Leviair the Sea Dragon something that, man, Rescue Rabbit is, or Dino Rabbit is really good at, because Leviair the Sea Dragon not only allows you to special summon that Rescue Rabbit that's banished, there's so many ways to banish your Rescue Rabbit, whether it's through Gold Sark or through its own effect. He's gonna special summon that Rescue Rabbit, and then I think he's gonna use its effect, banishing itself, to special summon. No, it looks like I have a trap card for my boy TJ. Torrential Tribute, too strong. Man, that's too many T's in this tumbling tundra of synthesis. TS. Like PS, except for the T. And then it's going to destroy all monsters on the side of the field. Now, TJ will be able to activate his effects of Sangan, allowing him to search from his deck to his hand a monster. I can only assume it will be Rescue Rabbit. And the reason why I waited so long to activate Torrential Tribute is because, I mean, Rescue Rabbit was banished by Gold Sark, so if he doesn't Leviair it to him side of the field on turn 2, the next turn he would have been able to grab that Rescue Rabbit, and, you know, I want to get as much value out of that Torrential Tribute as possible. TJ's in a really bad spot, already overextended. This could have all been avoided if he just made the YuGiOh on turn 1. And then he's going to follow up with these sexy plays in turn 2, but it's giving me, Synchro Cat, an opening. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Arabellum. Really powerful card, like I said before, because once it inflicts damage to my opponent, he's going to be in a really bad spot. I'm going to go ahead and attack directly, and TJ does have a response with Book of Moon, flipping my Xavier Arabellum face down. Really crucial play. TJ is going to follow up with his second copy of Rescue Rabbit, using its effect to special summon 2 copies of a monster with the same name from his deck to his side of the field. This time around, it's going to be Sabersaurus. Now, do I have another card up my sleeve, maybe a Bottomless Trap Hole, something to stop this catastrophe? Because if YuGiOh does hit the board, it's going to be a problem. I do have a Book of Moon. Hitting one of the Sabersauruses, TJ is going to go ahead and chain his Mystical Space Typhoon to my other back row card, which just so happens, if I can remember correctly, it was a Mirror Force. So that is insane. While I don't get exactly what I need, I'm actually allowed to stop TJ from making an Evil Sword Dalka, because that card is really powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have it. TJ is going to use his Sabersaurus to attack into a Xavier Arabellum, and then he's going to pass his turn, destroying both monsters. But wait, one of his monsters will flip face down, so that will remain face down on the side of the field, because it's no longer affected by the effect of Rescue Rabbit. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my turn, normal summoning Neospatian Dark Panther. You guys don't want to know how powerful this card was for Rescue Rabbit. It actually really was. And I'm going to attack it to my Sabersaurus, set a card face down, and pass it back to TJ. Let's see what TJ has to deal with the deadly Dark Panther, ladies and gentlemen. It's really strong, or should I just say it's too strong. TJ actually does have a answer in Cabazools, being able to not only attack over the Dark Panther, but inflict 700 damage to me and put me in a pretty bad spot. Had I follow up with as many Rescue Rabbits or Synchro or Rescue Cats as much as TJ followed up with Rescue Rabbits, I would be in a way better position. I'm going to set a card face down, and TJ meets it with a heavy storm. This game is not going good. He's going to summon another Sabersaurus and attack for some nasty damage, ladies and gentlemen, inflicting 1,700 and 1,900 to my life points. I am not in a good position. This is not doing good. Swiper, no swiping. He's also going to make a Exceed summon into his Evil Swarlogia. This is not looking good unless I have multiple outs. TJ is going to set a face down card and then pass his turn right back to me. And just when you thought YuGiOh couldn't be power crept, I set a monster in defense and then passed my turn. That's how slow Synchro Cat is compared to Dino Rabbit. TJ is going to follow up with Monster Reborn, allowing him to special summon a monster from his graveyard to his side of the field. Will it be Rescue Cat? Because Rescue Cat can't be special summoned from the deck. It can still be special summoned to the side of the field if it is in the graveyard, which it was through the effects of Torrential Tribute. It looks like he's going to opt to summon the Sabersaurus, which is probably going to leave you guys scratching your heads. Maybe he doesn't have enough targets in his deck anymore. Maybe he drew them all. It's really interesting to see him summon Sabersaurus. No, it looks like he's going to go ahead and rewind. Nope, he's going to bring out that Rescue Rabbit, ladies and gentlemen, using its effect to banish itself to special summon 2 copies of a normal monster from his deck to his side of the field. Cabazools, you bring your fat butt out here. Doesn't it remind you of that one elephant off the Lion King? Or am I too old for you guys? Do you guys watch Lion King? Because I know like a lot of 18-year-olds and 14-year-olds, it was like 2000 when that came out. But it doesn't really matter. He's going to summon 2 more monsters to his side of the field, 2 Cabazools, and Evil Swarlogia, and it looks like he can follow up with a Dolka if this isn't game. And I'm pretty sure it just might be, do I have another monster to defend me? Do I have something to stop this onslaught? He's going to attack with the combo tools. I do. I have Spirit Reaper. But TJ has the Forbidden Lance. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? That's going to destroy the Spirit Reaper. And now we can use his other 2 monsters to attack for game. As you guys can see, we have the 2 strong icons, our muscled up icons. That's going to resemble the winds. I'm going to go ahead and start off with a T-set again. Synchro Cat is not a very fast deck. And TJ's going to start off with YuGiOh, using its attack to try to run over my monster. But no, it's met into a Gravekeeper's Spy. Whoa. Haven't seen that card in the competitive circuit outside of Gravekeepers in a very long time. I think the last time, maybe a couple years before this, in the GOAT format, Gravekeeper's Spy was a very powerful card. And keep in mind, again, Synchro Cat isn't too much removed from that. While it is still a much faster paced game than GOATs, it hasn't really introduced summoning a spam of monsters. Like 2 Dark Strike Fighters is amazing for Yu-Gi-Oh back then. Like, that's game right there, and there's not much else to talk about. So Gravekeeper Spy fetches me another Gravekeeper Spy, and then it looks like I'm going to start with an Arcanite play by summoning X-Saber Arabellum. TJ actually does have a response in Torrential Tribute. That is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. And then he's going to go ahead and use Forbidden Lance on his YuGiOh. That's putting me in a pretty tough position, because the longer that monster stays on the field, the longer it's allowed to destroy monsters on my side of the field will be a problem. TJ is going to go ahead and start off Gold Sarcophagus, allowing him to banish a monster from his deck. Whoa, we can only assume what that will be. It will probably be another Rescue Rabbit. And I think he's going to follow up with putting some more pressure. Maybe he wants to summon that Tour Guide of the Underworld, get some more advantage. No, he's actually just going to go ahead and summon Sangan to his side of the field and inflict 2,700 damage to my life points, effectively bringing me down to 4,300. Is my maths good? No, 5,300. Maths is bad. Maths. How do you say maths with an S? Or anyways, it brings me down to 5,300, ladies and gentlemen. And then he's going to go ahead and pass my turn. And no, maths isn't a word, okay? It's mathematics. In America, we say mathematics. People just say maths, okay? All right, maybe arithmetic, but not maths. He's going to go ahead and pass it to me. I'm thinking about this turn. If I remember correctly, I did draw not a card that I wanted to see. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon it to my side of the field. Sangan. Using the Sangan to attack into a Sangan, a really risky play, because I don't get too much value out of it. I lose my battle phase. I lose my normal summon. But I guess I get a Sangan Surge. It's not really bad. I do remember having this Sangan, and like, man, if I set it in defense position, it's going to fall prey to YuGiOh. And if I, like, you know, pass my turn, he might just win the game. You don't want to get Logiad against this deck, or Synchro Cat does not want to get Logiad at all costs. I'm then actually going to add Summoner Monk, and I'm going to follow up with Dark Arm Dragon. Big Daddy Boy about to wreck some fields, but TJ has a response in Solemn Warning. Whoa, that Dark Arm Dragon would have been a game-changing card if you guys ask me. 2,800 body? How would TJ be able to survive against that? He's going to go ahead and start off with a Rescue Rabbit, and man, I'm telling you, rabbits are way more luckier than cats, because he has drawn that card, searched into that card, gotten into that card way more faster than Synchro Cat, and that's basically how consistent that Dino Rabbit shows itself. He's going to summon 2 Cobblezuels to his side of the field. I actually have a response in Bottomless Trap Hole. Oh man, those Cobblezuels, they're no longer monsters. They are banished cards. Get them off the field, boys. And YuGiOh has been able to put some pressure on my life points, but I've been denying YuGiOh that resource to be able to destroy a monster so we can get a free Logia or Donko on his side of the field. Now, we guys already know we're in game 3. This is going to decide if who was the better deck at their time, Synchro Cat versus Dino Rabbit. And to be honest with you guys, through the testing, it's kind of consistently powerful, even though this one does get pretty close. I'm going to go ahead and start off by normal summoning Summoner Monk. TJ has no response. I'm like, boy, you don't know what you got in here for. I'm going to discard a Brain Control and get Max Seed. Yeah, that just happened. I just got Max Seed. And as a Synchro Cat player, I can either leave that Summoner Monk there and lose it to a YuGiOh and then lose to an Evil Logia, or I can go for game. TJ only has 5,700 life points. I can go for game. If he can't stop me, I can go for game. I'm going to go ahead and discard that Brain Control to special summon another copy. Yes, I am going to do it. I am risky. I am bold. I am courageous. Was that the Nike campaign, or was it just do it? It's always just do it. I'm going to go ahead and summon another Summoner Monk to my side of the field. It's believe in something. Even if Maxi makes you lose everything, just do it. That sounds about right. So Summoner Monk is going to discard another spell to spell summon Rescue Cat. All this time, TJ is drawing mad cards from his deck, but it does not matter. If I can OTK him right now, he only has 5,700 life points. That's very easy, and I did the maths. This is actually enough for game if it goes through. TJ will be in a world of hurt. We will be going into that Mega Evolution style. Both decks playing at their full capacity right now with Rescue Rabbit or Synchro Cat having the lead. I'm going to go ahead and summon 2 X-Saber Arabellum to my side of the field. TJ is going to draw another card. Dino Rabbits are definitely putting themselves in a really good position through the effects of Maxi. Arabellum's on the field. This could be game though. There's no battle faders that were being ran in Dino Rabbit. So yes, this could be game right here and right now. Not 100% sure what TJ can do against this onslaught that I'm about to put on the billboard. Will we go double Dark Strike? Well, no, it looks like we're actually going to have to solve the threat. So I'm going to use those 2 monsters for a Synchro summon. And no, it's ironically, it's not Dark Strike. It's another monster that you guys will know and love through the Synchro Cat deck. So if you guys want to see deck profiles for this, let's go ahead and get 250 likes. I know we can do that really easy, 250 likes. I'm going to go ahead and leave it for my Patreons to see immediately. So if you guys are a part of the Patreon, it only takes $1 a month to join that exclusive club, and it helps me a lot, especially since I lost so much money for buying those cameras, upgrading quality and whatnot. It really does help. So I really do appreciate you guys, and 250 likes, I'll make it available to the public. I'm going to go ahead and summon ARCANITE Magician. ARCANITE, one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And TJ has a response. Solemn Judgment, no. And I'm all calculating, I'm plotting, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, I'm scheming. Okay, I'm not doing any of that, but I'm definitely like, man, if he didn't Solemn Judgment me, I had enough to finish him off. Dark Strike Fighter would have been allowed me to finish the game off with an ARCANITE Magician blowing up his field, inflicting 400, then the 26, then the 2,800 through the effects of Dark Knight, tributing the ARCANITE Magician and also himself. So yes, that would have been enough for a game, ladies and gentlemen, if I can remember my maths. So it would have been 26, 3,000, and 28. That would have been, yeah, that would have been enough. Definitely. At least that's what I'm thinking in my head. Oh, plus 400. 26, 28, and then 400. Yeah, that would have been enough. So now I'm definitely sitting here taking a Max E challenge, leaving these 2 monsters on the field. Jiraiya has not gained its effect, but it has put so much pressure on me. I've had to make certain moves in this game, because if I leave a monster for Jiraiya to eat, then we will be in trouble. He will make a monster known as Evil YuGiOh Adolka of extreme magnitude and just be able to win the game from there on out. It's really problematic that that card was on the field, and I'm going to go ahead and use both of my monsters for a Synchro summon. I have no choice. I'm going to go ahead and make Dark Strike Fighter. Dark Strike Fighter is one of the only Synchro monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time that was stronger than Jiraiya, and it didn't really give me anything. He's going to draw his card, but finally loses Jiraiya to a Dark Strike Fighter, and then I can't even tribute the Dark Strike Fighter for game. I would need 550 more damage. I set a card face down only to be met with TJ's Heavy Storm. It should be expected since he's drawn so many cards off of Maxi. He's going to follow up with the Tour Guide from the other world. I'm going to activate my copy of Maxi, said no Synchro Cat player ever. So yes, he's going to use his Tour Guide's ability to special summon another copy of Tour Guide from the underworld to his side of the field. And yes, it looks like he's going to be able to surmount some type of comeback. Actually, it's kind of interesting to see what can Dino Rabbit do to get over this Dark Strike Fighter. Let's just say it. Let's face it right now. At this point in time, Silent Honor Arc or Castell weren't out as X-Seed monsters. Now that you put that into context, how exactly do they out this Dark Strike Fighter? I'm not 1,000% sure how they do that. It's a 2,600 behemoth of a monster. He's going to go ahead and summon Leviair to his side of the field, using its ability to special summon Rescue Rabbit to his side of the field. And now he's in a good position. He's going to go ahead and follow up by using the ability of his Rescue Rabbit to special summon 2 of his most important monsters, 2 Sabersauruses, back to his side of the field. And then he's going to use those 2 monsters. What exactly will he make, ladies and gentlemen? I'm perplexed. I'm confused. I don't know what he would make to get over this particular situation. I'm pretty sure he's also confused. He's also thinking, and it's one of those situations you just don't know what you can put yourself into. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this was actually a game-changing play. TJ's actually gonna make Utopia Ray, and Utopia Ray can only use its ability if he has 1,000 life points or less, which in this certain circumstance he doesn't. So It doesn't look like he'll be able to attack over the card, but then he shows me the Forbidden Lance later into this attack stage, and it wouldn't have mattered. It probably would have bought me a turn, but I remember my hand. It wasn't enough to overcome this, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into game 4. Both decks mega evolutionized, as you guys can see by the icon on the top right corners of both borders. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Brilliant Fusion. And for the people that don't know exactly what mega evolution means to these two particular decks, is that we are going to be playing what the deck would look like in its current format. We're going to use every single card that was in its original format, so Cold Wave and stuff like that gets to stay in Synchro Cat. For Dino Rabbit, they get to keep their 3 tour guides and whatnot. They get to use Maxi. And we're just basically going to add cards that are available via the Forbidden List. So we're not going to be able to add cards like Graceful Charity, all other whatnot. So TJ is going to follow up using Ash Blossom and Joy Spring on my Brilliant Fusion, but I have a response in Called by the Grave, stopping that Ash Blossom. As you guys can see, we are playing some of those new cards to help both of these strategies. TJ already starting off hard with the hand traps, Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, trying to stop my Brilliant Fusion. But man, it looks like we're going to be able to start off with some pretty saucy plays. Be able to summon Gemnite, Seraphonite to my side of the field, which will not only give me a monster to start linking off with, but an additional normal summon, something that this cat deck desperately needs. I'm going to use the effect of Perform Age Trick Clown. I'm going to take 1,000 damage, but I'm going to get a free monster to my side of the field. Now, I'm then going to go ahead and probably follow up with something else. I'm wondering what exactly. What card will I follow up with? It's really interesting. I have 2 normal summons. I have a Perform Age Trick Clown. I have a Gemnite, Seraphonite. What exactly would this deck do? I'm going to go ahead and start off by normal summoning, oh man, the Rescue Cat for my Gemnite, Seraphonite. Normal summon using Intellect. And TJ's going to chain Maxi. Oh man, this is no bueno. Es no bueno. Ah man. What I can do is special summon a Paraparo and Elephant. Use the Trick Clown and the Gemnite, Seraphonite to make Land Fornicus and then make an Atoria Beast. But Atoria Beast is only 2,200, so all he has to do is summon a Rescue Rabbit and make a Logia. And my board is pretty much trash, so I kind of feel like I have to risk it for the biscuit. I have to start going off. I have to pop off with this combo. Because if I'm not popping off with this combo, I am not winning, ladies and gentlemen. It's just not much. He's going to be able to draw a lot of cards out of Maxi anyways. He's going to draw 1 card from Paraparo and the Elephant being summoned to the side of the field. And then I, again, have no real choice except for to go through my original combo. I'm going to use the Paraparo and the Gemnite, Seraphonite for a Link summon into my Mrs. Radiant, giving TJ another card. And then I'm going to contemplate on what I want to do. I'm going to use the Elephant and the Mrs. Radiant going off with a popping off. Looks like it might not matter, or am I? Hold on. Are we popping off? There's no level 6 monster. Crystal Needle Fiber isn't out, so yes, we're going to pop off using both of those monsters for a Link summon into Summon Sorceress. Whoa, it looks like we're going to pop off using Summon Sorceress effect, targeting the Perform Age Trick Clown, but TJ has the Ghost Ogre. Whoa. That kind of puts an entire hamper on my entire turn. Now, I do have another normal summon, but unfortunately for me, I don't have any other monsters to normal summon. The combo is just literally stopped dead in its tracks with TJ using Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit on the Summon Sorceress. I blame Maxi, because not only was he allowed to draw 3 hand traps, the Maxi got him to whatever he needed. So even if he only drew the 1 Maxi, he still would have been able to draw the hand traps that he needed to stop Synchro Cat. And on top of that, Synchro Cat is pretty leveraged against seeing that the new errata for Rescue Cat, meaning that the monster effects cannot be activated, puts me in a bad spot. TJ is going to go ahead and start off by normal Sony Tour Guide from the Underworld. I'm going to respond with Effect Failure, going ahead and stopping that Tour Guide from the Underworld, putting TJ in a very bad spot. Possibly I can recover from this game, but TJ has way too many cards in his hand. One of those cards happens to be Called by the Grave, and this game is over, ladies and gentlemen. He just would have dominated the game from there. I really don't have much else to say. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like, and if you didn't, let us know down below in the comment section what we could do to be better. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys have a great day, like I am.